say that I made it. I have a college degree, taking advantage of this opportunity. Not very many people can say that, they run track professionally. That's, they're actually living out their dreams. Most people shy away from that. It's just like, okay, well, I don't see myself doing that, or, this is impossible to do. So, I'll just settle for less. And that's not something that I've been raised to do, something that I believe in, so.
Not too long ago, former Indianapolis man moved across country to Phoenix, Arizona to pursue his dream as an Olympian. Today, we sit down with John Broaden to hear his story and how he plans to achieve those goals.
Well, John graduated from Indiana Tech. That's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. His hometown is Indianapolis. For Indiana Tech, he ran the 100 and 200 meters, and now this is his first year coming to Altus in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, I haven't known John for super long just yet, only a couple weeks, so I'm still kind of getting to know him and getting to understand what makes him tick. But he's been in track for a long time, so he's a quality athlete. Starting to see him move on the track, he possesses a lot of the skills and the qualities that we're looking for from a sprinter. And you want somebody who's committed to what they're doing. And when somebody moves from across the country, away from their family, to a new environment to become better at what they do, that's people that we're excited about.
Okay, so the first question I have for you is just to simply describe yourself using 3 words.
3 words I would use to describe myself would be humble, energetic, and determined.
Nice, those are all good 3 things to have.
Right.
So you're a sprinter,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kind of talk to us about what got you interested in that.
Well, there's a story my mom, she always tells me, she's always tells these stories about people who ask, stuff about that. She's always told me how I could run before I was able to walk as a child. So just growing up, I ran everywhere I went, and I was, my parents, they were like, oh, he's fast, look. So I remember times when I would race my dad in the stores in the parking lot, and I don't know, it's just a funny story about my mom. She would say the rule was no running. Mm-hmm. And so she'd ask me, John, now before we go in the store, what's the rule? I said, no running, Mom. As soon as I get out the car, I take off running. So that's just it's a funny story. So I mean, it's just something that's always been a part of me, and
right.
Something I just love to do.
Now, I kind of want to talk to you about how do you get prepared. I know you come to your training, and you said that you're here a specific time, certain days of the week. Just kind of talk to us about that.
We train here at Altus. Altus, they're an elite, world-class training environment. We're basically training to make U.S. national teams, world championship teams, the Olympics, things along that line. Preparation is really just it's one thing I've learned from college, because getting in college, I used to always want to be real hyped up, listening to music, energetic, going to the races, and it's just I ended up hyping myself up a little bit too much, so that would hinder my performances. But learning from mistakes and different national championships, I've learned to be a lot more mellow, a lot more calm going into the races, not thinking about, so much about running and winning your races, but focusing on being, just calm, not thinking about it, just whatever happens, and trying to run your best that day. This is something that I'm definitely new to. We train Monday through Saturday, so 6 days a week. Practices normally last between 4 to 6 hours, so it's a lot on my body. So I mean, I'm getting used to it. This being my 3rd week being out here, so I'm definitely looking forward to what I'm able to do later on in the season.
Fantastic. Okay, so this month's theme for the issue is living by example. Can you talk to us about how you want other people to view you?
I'm not sure. I want to set the best example that I can for people who are aspiring to do what I'm doing. Being in this position, I never thought I would actually be in this position maybe 2-3 years ago, running, okay times. I progressed during the years, but for people who are aspiring to do what I do and run professionally, I would just say follow your dream, because that's something that I've had an opportunity to do, and I'm taking full advantage of it now. So I'm very humble and very thankful that I'm able to, express my talent and work on it, perfect it.
Definitely. Let's talk about your move, because I know you moved across the country. Talk to us about where did you move from, and let's talk about what does it mean? It's a life-changing thing to you.
A lot of people helping me out. I'm very thankful for that too. So, I mean, it took a lot to come out here. I had to leave basically everything that everything I've known my whole life, and just move out, take that leap of faith. So, I'm happy with the decision I've made so far.
Okay. We talked to your coach, Dustin, and he talked about how he contacted you and was talking to the other coaches and stuff. Talk to us about, take us to that day when you received that news. How did you feel?
I felt relieved. Like, it was just like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, once they were talking to us, we went through the whole interview process, and I immediately called my teammate Harris. I was just like, Harris, we got this. So it was an exciting moment. It's just like, okay, so now we got to get all this money together. We got to find a place to stay. How are we gonna do all this stuff? So it was a very surreal moment, and I don't know, it hasn't quite hit me yet, but I'm very excited. So,
who is someone in your life that you look up to?
There's a couple people I look up to. One person would be my father. He works hard. He's the hardest working person that I know. He does everything from play drums at his church, drum lessons. He's in like several different like musical bands. He plays the drums. Has a full-time job as well, and he pretty much just put my brother and I through college. There's my mother. She's been there for us our entire life. Instilled Christian faith into us and making sure that we're on the right path. There's my younger brother who I look up to. In a weird kind of way, it's just like, okay, so I do what I can to show him, set a good example for him, and stuff that I see him going through, I also learn from that as well.
Right.
I mean,
good.
Just to name a few.
Definitely good to have like that family support and that foundation, that background to kind of keep you going and stuff. So that's awesome.
The scripture that sits on my heart the most is Psalms 37:4. It says, "Delight thyself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." That's something that just reading that is just like, wow, like that really is something that that's true. Being a Christian man is like, okay, well, if I really focus on His teachings and focus on the Bible, then there's no telling what can happen for me. They say God's plan is bigger than anything you could ever imagine, or bigger than your own plan. So
right.
I'm trying my best to
stay on the right path.
Yeah, stay on the right path, and follow everything just to see what He has for me.
Awesome, fantastic. Now this is going to be a long path for you, and I know that a lot of people are probably following and keeping up with you. So for our readers and our viewers, what are some ways that they can keep in contact and follow your path?
One main platform that they can use is Facebook. I'm John Broaden on there. I have a GoFundMe page for people who want to donate and support the dream. I have Instagram. There's John Broaden on there too. I have Snapchat. I think it's handsome.john. I'm also starting up a fan page on Facebook. You can Google me. So
nice.
There are a lot of people who didn't know who I was. Like, yeah, I've Googled you, so I see who you are. I'm proud of you for chasing your dreams. You have an amazing opportunity out there to do.
Some great things.
Mm-hmm.
Great things. Okay, so talk to us. Where do you see yourself next? You're here. You're training. In the next 3-4 years, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully I'm standing on the podium at the Olympics in 2020, but for the way I see it, I just take it one day at a time. So, just doing what I've always done, and that's working hard every day, making sure that I'm taking care of my body, eating right, things along that line. If track doesn't work out, then it's, I'll see what the Lord has next for me.
And this is definitely an awesome opportunity for you, and it's definitely a blessing that you're able to live out your dreams. So for our last question, is there anything that you would like to leave with our readers and our viewers?
Anything is possible. when you focus on God and you try to live right, you know, God sees your effort. When He sees that you're trying to live right, follow His word, you know, be a good Christian, then, you know, there's no telling what He has, you know, what He has for you.
Fantastic. Well, I just want to say thank you on behalf of Honor Magazine for your time and just allowing us a little time into your life so we can learn more about
Absolutely.
you. We look forward to see where you're going to go in the next, you know, 3-4 years, and I know you'll be on that field standing strong. So we say thank you again, and we look forward to completing the rest of the issue with you.
So in 2, 3, and 4 years' time, I think he's going to be one of the true contenders.